Good morning, guests and fellow Toastmasters. A warm welcome to meeting number 159th of Gabbys Toastmasters Club. I am Toastmaster Dharma Pereira, your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. I am sure that you are excited as I am. The meeting will be long for 2 hours, and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start the meeting, I will want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and the audio even though Toastmaster International has not put any restrictions at Gabby's Toastmasters Club. However, we request all speakers and all takers to be mindful and responsible.
I think there is some network issue. Uh, we can move to
Yes,
heading
I think
officer.
so from here,
Yes.
despite the network glitches, our Toastmaster Sudharma joining all the way from Sri Lanka. She was our Sergeant at Arms. Can we have a huge round of applause for our Sergeant at Arms for starting the meeting today? Thank you so much. Well, today's theme, as we venture more into New Year resolution, I was just thinking that it's already December. When it was January this year, I was clueless. I had no idea where I was heading, what I wanted to do further in life, and what else could have happened in this entire year. So this December, I'm thinking more on the reflections part. Before we jump into New Year resolutions with our Toastmaster of the day, I want you all to take a moment. Just reflect back in the entire year, how it has been for you, how you have evolved in these 11 months. Some of you smiling, some of you just thinking, do I need to think, really think? Is she gonna ask me a question? Okay, maybe you want to say
For
something?
me, it was like very fast forward. I didn't realize that how this whole month went for 2020-23. It was really fast forward for me.
That's if I may put it, my entire life has been like this. The moment I am in a problem, it becomes difficult, and I feel that time is not passing at all. But once the time has already passed, and when I reflect back, and I feel like the year has already passed, I've lived through so many things and so many challenges, so many struggles, so many happy moments. It happens with all of us, right? So I would want you all to use this entire month, December, to reflect. As VP Education of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club, I reflected today. I joined as VP Education in the month of February, as clueless as it can ever be. I had no clue where we were going. I had no clue what it's going to look like in the next couple of months, how our club is going to be. So, if I give you a snapshot of what the Gabbys was in January, we had almost 35 to 40 members. Now we have a strength of 70 plus members. In terms of educational awards, we were doing fine. But yes, if I may take the liberty of announcing this, we have been one of the top 7 clubs in the entire world. That too for the first time ever. I take pride in that as well. We were one club, now we are 2 clubs. That's another thing. Maybe a very good news is coming really, really soon. Probably we will announce it towards the end of today's meeting or in next meeting. So embrace yourself for that. Apart from that, I have seen many of our members grow. This is something as VP Education, as mentor of many people, again, I take pride in, because I feel that Gabbys is a place where you can embrace all your shortcomings, you can embrace all these challenges that you might come across, and you have got a lot of people to help you here. So for me, when I look at Toastmasters, and especially the Gabbys Toastmasters, it's a place for you to overcome glossophobia. It's a place for you to grow, to nurture yourself, to come forward, fall back, and then take the leap, jump further, to do what not, to experiment, to learn, to unlearn, to relearn, to do whatever you want to do, to leave. Just be yourself. And with these reflections, just think of your New Year resolutions as we venture in today's meeting. See where you have come from and where you want to go. See how Gabbys is going to help you. See why you are here. See what Toastmasters International provide you, and how you want to leverage most out of it. I have given it a thought. How about you? Probably today's meeting is going to help you with the same. With this, I would want to invite our Toastmaster of the day, our Toastmaster, Bimpy Kumari. She is a senior quality analyst at one of the pharmaceutical companies, IQVIA. She loves traveling and cooking in her leisure time. She joined Toastmaster to elevate her public speaking and leadership skills. So she is very clear what she wants to do. And for that matter, she is trying her public speaking skills as Toastmaster of the day today. Please put your hands together for our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bimpy Kumari. Over to you.
Very thank you, presiding officer, for introducing me. So here the meeting goes. A very good morning to all of you. First of all, thank you for joining this meeting early morning, that too on weekend. So today's theme is New Year resolution. And I would like to wish you all advance Happy New Year to all of you. I know we already have a month to begin with the new year. Still, we can prepare it now with small efforts by having a to-do list for Happy New Year resolution. It can be like carry forward from the previous year, like this current year to the new year, or it could be adding a new hobby you wanted to do and add to your life. So I have chosen this theme so even I'll get some time to think about my achievements, my failures, or what I learned from those failures and what next I need to do. And also to keep a track on progressing, how I'm progressing towards my vision or any goal I have. It could be my personal or the personal or professional life. Earlier, I used to think that, hey, who will like prepare for a blueprint for New Year resolution, who will excel the things. But trust me, it helps a lot to stick our plans by avoiding any distraction or overthinking. So, keeping this theme in the mind for the benefit of the guest, I would like to explain the structure of today's meeting. So in today's meeting, we have basically three sections. One is prepared section, second is table topic section, and third is evaluation section. So I would like to call our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Aparna, to brief her role and as well the Traggle role. Over to you, Toastmaster Aparna. Stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Bimpy. As a general evaluator today, I shall be evaluating the meeting from start to end, and it starts well ahead of 10 o'clock Saturday morning from the time we decide to have the next meeting. So the evaluation will be about the pre-meeting preps, to how it's conducted, and every nook and cranny is going to be scrutinized, but in a nice, happy, gentle way so that we all have fun and yet learn. But this is a huge task, obviously. And so I have this very efficient team in my arsenal, and I have the Taggle team here to help me with various aspects. Let me quickly introduce my wonderful team with each one of you, starting with our timer for the day, Toastmaster Sadil. Toastmaster Sadil, do let us know what are the things that a timer will be doing in this meeting and also the timing limits for each of the speech formats. Over to you, Toastmaster Sadil.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I'm the timer for today. So punctuality is one of the key to success. So when it comes to Toastmasters, we want to be punctual. We can speak and speak and speak, but here we have time limits. So my job is to keep track, keep tracking time in your speeches. As you can see, I have 3 backgrounds. First one is the green background and yellow background. Finally, the red background. So when it comes to prepared speeches, I will show you the green background when 5 minutes has passed, and I will switch to yellow background when 6 minutes has passed, and finally I will show you the red card after 7 minutes has passed. So when it comes to table topic session, the allocated time is 1 to 2 minutes. So when 1 minute has passed, I will show you the green background, and when 1.5 minutes pass, I will depict the yellow background, and finally when 2 minutes pass, I will show you the red background. And when it comes to evaluation session, the time allocated is 2 to 3 minutes. So when 2 minutes has passed, I will show you the green background. When 2.5 minutes pass, I will show you the yellow background. And finally, when 3 minutes has passed, I will show you the red background. So I will give you the timers report at the evaluation session. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sadil. I request you to change back your Thank you. Thank you. With that, we shall move on to the next member in my team, the R counter, Toastmaster Vijayalakshmi. Toastmaster Vijayalakshmi, take it away.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, as an counter, I will note the words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause fillers by anyone who speaks during the meeting. I will listen for overused words including and, well, but, so, and, you know. I will also listen for filler sounds including like this. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase such as I, this means. So at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. So please be mindful while talking. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vijaya. Now moving on to the next member of my team, the Grammarian, DTM Sourav Dutta. Do let us know how we are going to be scrutinized today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aprna Raja. So as the grammarian, my role is to kind of help you understand all the sinful and seductive usages of English language that will be happening during the course of the meeting today. I will also, as the grammarian, introduce the word of the day, and I would encourage everyone to use the word of the day whenever they're speaking. And if anyone is using the word of the day, request everyone to encourage with a thumbs up, either virtually or if you're on camera, you can actually show with a thumbs up like this. So the word of the day for today is uncharted, which means navigating the unknown. It's an adjective. It refers to territories or areas that have not been mapped, explored, or documented. In the modern day usage, it's a term that encapsulates the sense of venturing into the unfamiliar and discovering new realms, both in the physical and in the metaphorical sense. So this word, obviously, as you understand, it comes from the word chart. But if you look at its etymological root, it's basically charte, which is an old French word, which means a card or a map. So something that's not there on the map, something that's not there on the card. So that's how it all started. Some of the usage examples could be like, say, embarking on a new career is like venturing into the uncharted territory, or the adventurous set sail for uncharted islands, eager to unveil the mysteries that lay beyond the horizon. So these are some of the possible usage of the word uncharted. Uncharted also as a word has always been mispronounced and misused and confused with unchartered. So a lot of people mispronounce this or use this wrongly as uncharted. So be mindful, it is uncharted and not unchartered. So I'm putting this word of the day on this one. Please use it when you're speaking. Thank you.
Thank you
Over
very
to
much,
Evaluator.
Saurav. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Grammarian. And I think that is an interesting word that we can use in several ways. So please do use it during the course of the meeting today. Finally, we have the last member of my team, the listener, Toastmaster Shilpi Tiwari. Toastmaster Shilpi, do introduce your role.
Thank you, ma'am, General Evaluator. So today I am a listener. As a listener, I will be keenly listening to all the speakers, and at the end, I will come back with questions when called upon by General Evaluator. Ma'am, to check how attentively you were all listening, because a good listener can be a great speaker. Thank you. Back to you, ma'am.
You heard her. You better listen carefully or she's going to come back with questions. So that's it. Thank you very much. Myself and my team, we will be back towards the end of the meeting when called upon to present our individual reports and the overall observation of the meeting. With that, I pass the control back to Toastmaster Bimpy Kumari. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Aparna, for briefing your role and toggle role. Thank you so much. So moving to the fourth section of the meeting, that is prepared speeches. So today we have two speakers. So I want to introduce our first speaker, Smruti Mohanty, Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty. Smruti was a sales manager by profession and a certified soft skill trainer by interest and by the virtue of time. She is now a full-time management student, and she joined Toastmaster to sharpen her saw of public speaking. Outside Toastmaster, she is a mindful, introverted soul whose life revolves around the food made by others, family, and dance. The speaker, Toastmaster Smruti, attempting her level 2, project 3, persuasive influence, and the purpose of her speech is for the member to clarify, define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. Timer, please note down the speech. The duration of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And the evaluator of speaker first is Toastmaster Chaitanya. Toastmaster Chaitanya, would you like to confirm your presence once?
Bimpy, it's Chetana.
Oh, sorry. So sorry, Toastmaster Chaitanya. Would you like to please confirm your presence? Okay. Yeah. The speech title, Toastmaster Smruti, a precedented avenue, Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty. Over to you, Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty.
Relationships. Few we choose and few we get by the virtue of our destiny. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, today I'm here to share one such experience where I was a prodigy. Journey of a relationship between a mentor and a mentee, which became a precedented avenue of my life. Year 2015, I got my first full-fledged 9-to-5 job, an uncharted territory of B2B corporate sales job. First day, first client call. I was super excited and overconfident. With a halo around me, which speaks, I know everything, I picked up the landline, dialed my client's number, and said, "Good morning. How are you doing today? I'm your new account manager. How may I assist you?" My client laughed out loud and said, "Did I mistakenly call a Starbucks?" It was embarrassing. No, I do like coffee and I like Starbucks representative, but I was not selling coffee. I was offering a $10,000 recruitment solution and branding combinations. And sales folks do talk like that. That's what I saw in most of the Hollywood movies. I tried to gather my courage. Before I could dial the next number, I got a call from my vice president sales of our branch. Well, it didn't went well. He strictly instructed me to shadow an existing manager who can be a mentor to me and guide me for the next couple of months. Okay, with my broken and shattered halo, I did gathered everything and met my mentor. a pretty wise owl. During our initial chat, we both tried to know each other. But there was a difference. While I was trying to create an impression, he was all about making a connection. I was just blabbering about my core strength and I was very picky with my word selection. To my surprise, he tried to understand my gray area and offered some thoughtful communication. I told him I'm very particular about my social reflection. He said, no, it's always about collaboration. Well, I didn't have much choice there because my job was on stake. I kept my shattered halo, my ego and wings aside, and then asked him, teach me the nuances of a client call. He asked me, sit tight, listen to few colleagues, pick some interactions which you like, and then add some personal touch, then make a call. Like, seriously, can't you just directly teach me what exactly to talk? To which he just simply rolled his eyes. Fine. I sat there, watched my fellow mates, liked few introductions, and quickly picked up the call out of excitement. I dialed few numbers and said, good afternoon. I'm your new account manager. Is it a good time to connect? No. And he disconnected the call on my face. Now it was more than embarrassment. I marched straight to my wise owl's desk and screamed, listen, now it's enough. Just teach me and tell me the script. Is it so hard to understand? He patiently listened to me and calmly replied, Smruti, there is no script. It's just a process. Sit tight, listen to your colleague, pick some interactions which you like, add some personal touch, and make a call. I sat there the entire day, had my lunch, my evening chai, and continued listening to my fellow mates. It was 4:45, last 15 minutes before we call it a day. Something occurred to me. I picked my landline, dialed a number, and said, good evening, Poonam. I am Smruti from XYZ company, appointed as your new account manager. With my limited experience and exposure, I was just going through your account. I could see your last quarter's recruitment investment was close to $10,000. How about I present certain solution which will not only bring the investment down to 2%, it might take care of your online branding part. Is this the right time to talk? That was an awkward 5-minute silence. Then she said, no, but how about tomorrow morning at 10? Let's catch up for a coffee at the nearby Starbucks. Coffee it was. That was just the beginning and of one of the sweet and sad instances of my sales career. Gradually, I understood what exactly my wise old owl did. He took my responsibility and had a huge impact on my performance. Moving forward, his support, commitment, and experience prepared me well for the upcoming roles. I learned to be optimistic, open-minded, considerate, and adaptable to situation. That's the importance of having a mentor in life. Later, when life turned the table and I was on the other side of the intense yet exceptional relationship of mentoring, I was prepared with my experience and expertise. Dear Toastmasters and fellow guests, it's the mentor who makes this overwhelming journey to be a precedented avenue, where we just need to understand there is no one-size-fits-all solution. Next time, when you are in such uncharted situationship of mentor and mentee, just remember, It's mostly about connection, communication, and collaboration. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smruti, for giving such a thoughtful message to us through your speech. By this, I would like to move to the next speaker. So our next speaker is Toastmaster Sanjeet Nayak. He's a fun-loving person who likes to explore places and enjoy nature. A good listener and business analyst by profession, based in Bangalore and working for IFS. The speaker is attempting level 1 project to dynamic leadership, and the purpose of his project is to learn and review the basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. The timer, please note down, the duration of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, and the evaluator of Toastmaster Sanjeet Nayak for today of his speech is Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh. Are you there, Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh? Please confirm your presence. Okay, thank you so much. And Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh will be evaluated by another Toastmaster, Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij. Please confirm your presence, Toastmaster Chitrakshi Vij.
I'm here.
Thank you so much. So Toastmaster Sanjeet Nayak, are we giving the right information? Are we giving the right information? Toastmaster Sanjeet Nayak, over to you. Stage is yours.
Thank you very much. So very good morning to all my fellow Toastmasters and all the guests who are there in the meeting. So the main purpose of my speech today is to provide some input in your mind, right? To invoke some kind of thought process in the mind that whenever we are giving any information, so are we giving it the right way, right? So to start with, so you all must have boarded a flight, right? So the aeroplane, and so before the plane starts to fly, so the air hostess who are there, so they try to give us information about how to buckle up the seat belt. So where are the exits in the flight? Okay. So but there is one very important thing which they tell us that in the case of emergency, what we should do. So one of the things which highlights me all the time is they tell that in case of emergency, so you have to be seated in your place. If there are oxygen levels which are going down, then what happens is the mask will come down. So you have to wear the mask and start breathing. Okay. So these are the very clear instructions which they give. But here, if you have noted, one thing which highlights here is whenever the mask drops down, they clearly mention that make sure that you wear the mask first yourself, adjust yourself properly, and then go to help others, right? So they clearly say that even though you are traveling with your loved ones, so you make sure that you wear those masks and then you go ahead with helping others. On similar lines, so let me narrate an incident wherein I will take back to you to the school days. And this is something which I have seen happening very frequently with many of the kids, because this is what information we start receiving during the school days. So let me narrate one incident. So there are two very good friends, Gilly and Willy. Okay. So they both of them are studying in the same class. In the same class, there is another kid named Billy. And Billy is more of a very naughty kind of kid, and he's more into bullying other kids. Okay. Now, just a week back in the class, it was taught that so you have to help your friends. A friend in need is a friend indeed. All these different kind of friend-related activities, like your friend is in trouble, you should keep on helping him. So all this was taught to the class. So now Willie and Gilly were best friends. So they thought, yes, this is the right platform for us. We should help each other. And they were all doing this. Now, coming back to the nature of Willie. Willie is by default a very soft-spoken kid. And since he was soft-spoken, so he was always, getting bullied by Willie. So he was always a target for him. And today was no different day. So it was just like any other day, Willie was getting targeted by Billy and he was getting bullied. Okay. Somehow, this Gilly being his best friend, and since he was taught that he should help his friends, right? It was in back his mind, yes, I should go and help my friend Willie now, because he is in trouble. So what Gilly does is Gilly gets into the scene where Billy is bullying Billy here. Okay. So what Gilly does is Gilly tries to verbally stop the bullying. He clearly says, "Stop it, Billy. Stop it. Whatever you are doing is not correct. You are doing it wrong. Don't do it. Right? You are hurting my friend." But sometimes what are the bullies are always more of a naughty people. They will not listen to anything. So similar thing happened. So Billy did not care what Gilly was trying to say. So in that, so Gilly's mind only thing was that I should help my friend. I should take him out of this particular situation. So in that thing, what Gilly does is he just gives a gentle push to Billy. So when he push Gilly, so what happens is here, so just like as a human, so when you are not expecting that someone will push you, so just Billy just tripped and he had a fall. So when he was falling down, teacher just appears that. So now what happened is the situation got resolved. So he helped his friend. Gilly was very happy now that yes, I have somehow resolved this bullying thing. And that's what. So, but he was not aware what was coming next. Being the bully kid, so what he did was he went to the teachers and he just complained to the teacher that I was pushed by Gilly and I was completely hurt. When the teacher was made aware that why he did all this by Gilly and Billy, both of them told the teacher why this happened. But teacher's point was very simple. Why did he push? Right? What if he had really got hurt? Today you have pushed him in the class. Tomorrow, consider the same situation happens on the stairs. And if you push him there, so what will be the situation then? He may get hurt. Then teacher started scolding him. And at the same time, teacher complained to his parents and he got scolding from the parents also. Now, if I keep myself in Gilly's place, right? So I have not done anything wrong. So all I have done was I got the information that I should help my friends, right? I got this information from my teachers, from my parents, and exactly that is what I have done. But when I do this, I become a bad boy, right? And now I'm actually sad and I'm confused. Should I help my friend or should I not? Because at one point you are only telling me that I should help my friend, he's in need, he should all that I should do. But now when I do that, you are scolding me, you are making me a bad boy, right? So now when I look at this, right, and me putting in Gilly's place, and if I look at my real life scenarios, right, these are the things which happen with most of the kids and even adults also. We have information when we try to do, and we only are getting blamed for it, right? So just to end my speech, right? So like if you are Gilly's parents or teachers, the question still remains: are we giving the right information? Because if we are not giving the right information, so people are getting confused. We don't know what to do, and we end up being the victim of that information. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sanjeet Nayak, for your speech. So now we will be having 5 minutes of break, and we will be back exactly 5 minutes after 5 minutes of break. So see you after break.
Bimpy?
Yeah.
Since we are ahead of time on the agenda and it's just like 30 minutes, you have started the meeting. Can we have the break after the TT section?
Yeah, sure. That would be also fine. So let's begin with the second section of this section of the meeting, that is table topic. So I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Amit Gupta. Stage is yours. You can begin with table topics for today.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, for this beautiful session. And hi everyone. I hope all of you have enjoyed this session. And let's move ahead with the session number 2. This session is all about the impromptu speaking, or we call it table topic session. So before starting the session, let me tell you the importance of impromptu speaking. So wherever you go in day-to-day life, like you meet known person or unknown person, like the most of the time you do not plan your conversations, right? So basically, impromptu speaking can develop your communication, your creativity, and the critical thinking. With this, let me start the session. But before that, we have a certain rule that we have to follow. So in this session, I will be giving you a topic, and you are expected to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Here, at 1 minute, timer will show green card. At 1 minute 30-second, yellow card, and at 2 minute, red card. Other than that, to qualify, you have to speak at least for 1 minute. So let's start the session. Who is going to volunteer first? Yeah, topics are very similar to the theme, so it is going to be easy only. Who is going to volunteer first? Okay, so let me, okay, PO is here, Nancy. So Nancy, your topic would be, what is your memorable New Year celebration?
I come from Punjab. When I say I come from Punjab, the temperature on a New Year night, New Year Eve, is somewhere around 2 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees Celsius, 4 degrees Celsius, and sometimes 0 degrees Celsius. Sitting in Bangalore here, it feels all different. I can think of so many different ways to celebrate my New Year. But since I come from Punjab, I remember one of the conversations with my dad when I told him that, why don't we celebrate New Year just like other people, Dad? We just don't do anything. We just sit in that blanket all the time. We can go out, we can do something. And the response I received from him, he said, we can probably celebrate only if New Year arrives somewhere towards the middle of the summers. I said, what? You want to postpone New Year celebration? Yeah. It's so difficult to get out of the blanket at this point in time. And I'm like, Dad, don't be so lazy. We can at least go out and have dinner. So I said, okay, I know you will not agree. We planned something. We planned to go out. We planned a night out. He said, okay, choose a restaurant. And that point in time, I was big advocate of rooftop restaurants. I chose a rooftop restaurant. We sat in an open air. We were freezing cold at that point in time. Post the dinner, till date, it's been years and years, till date, my parents tell me that, okay, for New Year celebration, don't ever think of choosing an open air restaurant. We were frozen, completely frozen that day just because of you. And this is a story I think I'll have to live with for the rest of my life because that's my parents. They don't get to live as always. That's the most memorable New Year Eve I've ever celebrated. Over to you, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nancy. So yeah, even I can relate this, and I think the people from North, they can relate that that way extreme cold weather. Okay, with this, let me move ahead with the second topic. Any volunteer for that?
Yes, I would like to volunteer.
Yeah, thank you. So Deep, right? So
Deepa.
your top Deepa. Okay, I think you haven't written. Okay, so your topic is going to be I hate taking New Year resolution because I hate taking New Year resolution because.
Sure. Actually, this is thank you so much for the topic. I feel this is wonderful. I am definitely a person who completely resonates to this topic because I'm not a person who likes to follow a timeline saying I need to have a new year or I have to rather wait for the year end to begin to do something better for myself, be it professionally or personally. For example, before COVID,
And rather, during the time of COVID, I had gained a lot of weight. I have always been a fitness freak. I gained a lot of weight, including with my best friend. So both of us were discussing that during the entire COVID time, there has not been any kind of physical activity. We need to really get back in shape. We need to be active so that it can help us mentally as well. So she was insisting, yes, for sure. Let's wait for the year end. Next year on Jan, let's go and enroll for the gym membership. So I was totally against it, because I'm definitely not a person who likes to wait for a particular time to come. Only then you can bring in or start doing any sort of changes. I told her, you may rather want to wait till the year end, but I really don't need any new year. For me, any new day is going to be a fresh start. I immediately joined then cult. Within a span of 1 year, I lost about 20 kgs, and my friend was still waiting for the year end to come so that she could enroll for the fitness journey. So this is what I personally believe, that I am not a person who likes to wait for time, but rather get into the time so you can, change things for yourself. Thank you. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Deepa, for sharing your story and your perspective. Let's move to the third topic. Who is going to volunteer?
We have guest
Okay.
Renu Kaushal. Renu Kaushal, would you like to take one table topic?
Yeah, sure, I'll try.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so Renu, your topic is going to be what is one New Year resolution that you take every year? What is one New Year resolution that you take every year?
Every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the table topic, Amit Gupta. The one New Year resolution I take every year repeatedly is just resonates with the one Deepa mentioned, to get fitter. So I'm not a fitness freak, so I really struggle with my fitness goals. So every year I intend to achieve one of my goals to be fitter and healthier, but somehow I'm not able to comply with them. So the one New Year resolution I keep taking again and again is to maybe have a good fitness regime, to include some exercises on my daily basis. But I fail very poorly. Say by the end of the January, I am like completely done and exhausted with the not able to maintain my goal. So, and somehow that doesn't come up with very easily. But when it comes up with asking the other people in the family and helping them achieve their goals, it becomes a lot more easier for me. If I know any of my family members are having some goals or New Year resolutions, I ensure I facilitate all that is needed to like help them keep up with their goals. I've been like, but for myself, I'm not able to do that thing. Maybe you can call me little lazy, and yeah, I think that will be all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Renu, for attempting this topic. Yeah, that is true. Like the fitness is the first thing that come in our mind when we think about the New Year resolution. Yeah, and you are not the. I mean, there are lot of people that do like they did try, but they do not kind of achieve their goal. Okay, it's fine. Then let's move ahead with the next topic. I'm going to pick.
We have other guests as well. I can see guest
Indrapal is there. So
Indrapal Chakta is there. Shalini is there.
Shalini is there.
I joined for trial today, so maybe next time.
You can give a try.
Give it a try, Indrapal.
Not prepared today, so maybe next time, yeah.
Okay. So, yes, the Shalini Mukul, you wanna give a try? It will be really like related to our theme, New Year resolution. Whatever comes in your mind, you can like talk about.
Shalini, are you there? Would you like to go next?
Okay, so we can move to another any Since we have time, we can take a few topics to our role taker if Taggle team is there. Apart from that,
Yeah, so can I call
Sharma,
Meeta?
yeah,
Can I call
Sharma have
Meeta?
raised her. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I can take a topic. I think Sudharma also raised her hand.
Yeah, sure. Saurabh, so your topic is I'm already perfect. I do not take New Year resolution. This was not intentional, actually.
This is for Sudharma or me?
This is for Saurabh.
It's for DTM, Sourav.
Okay, can you repeat the topic?
Yeah, the topic is I am already perfect. I do not take New Year resolution.
That's a perfect excuse that I always give myself for not taking a New Year resolution, because I have always been the most imperfect person when it comes to keeping up to the perfect New Year resolutions that I've always been making for the last so many years. So my New Year resolution is like most of you. It starts on 31st of December at 12 midnight and it ends by 3rd of January the next year. I mean, the very next year. So it's generally, 2 to 3 days is what it lasts. Nothing happens after that. Nothing happens during that duration as well. So whenever a new year comes, and I see a lot of New Year resolutions going around the rounds, and I know this kind of meetings, it's very stressful for me because it puts a pressure on me to take a New Year resolution. And I try to take a New Year resolution, but then something from inside me tells me, Saurav, what are you doing? What are you even doing? Just go and have a look at the number of New Year resolutions you have taken for the last 40 plus years, and not even 4% of them you have fulfilled. You don't even qualify to take a New Year resolution. So, what are the kind of New Year resolutions that I have taken and I have, not lived up to? The first and the foremost is that cup that you see behind you in the screen or behind me. As a first resolution that I'll have less of tea and coffee. So every year I decide that I will take a less of tea and coffee, and I end up taking more of tea and coffee. The next comes smoking. I've always thought that quitting smoking is easier because I've done it many times. And that's what it turned out to be. It's actually easier because I keep on doing every new year for 3 days. And then on the 4th day, I'm back to, having my smoke. And that is how my New Year resolutions have been. Long story short, New Year resolutions and me have had a very incompatible pair. And that's why when it comes to New Year resolution, I always divorce myself from it, saying that I'm already perfect and I don't need you, because that's the best excuse I can give myself for not being loyal to the New Year resolutions that I've taken over the years. Thank you. Back to you, Tabletop Master.
Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you for sharing your story. I think Sudharma is there, right? Sudharma, would you like to go next? Yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So your topic is how would you describe your journey of 2023? How would you describe your journey of 2023?
2022, 31st December. That is the last day of 2022. And I was supposed to go to church by 11:45. I have a habit every night of 31st. I got my journal and wrote what was happening totally a list from January to December. Then when I talk about 23, I think 23, what was happened? I made my resolutions in 22 December. I will be a Toastmaster, I will do yoga, I will learn Tamil, and I will get my driving license. A lot of things are there. In 23, I just started my Tamil course. I completed basic course, and I started my yoga, and it is in the middle. And I became a Toastmaster. I am in the middle, and I can say a list of things I have done from January Tamil course, February and April Toastmaster, July yoga, and all. But I couldn't achieve my driving license thing because I shifted my place to Colombo from Vennapur. Then I was very lazy to go to get my driving license and go to learners because of situation change. Now my next year resolution will be getting driving license because I have temporary license for my bike. I want to get my motor vehicle license. That is my first New Year resolution. Then this year also I will get my journal and write all the things in 2023. Thank you for Table Topic Master giving me this opportunity to refresh my mind. I was thinking earlier also how to list my things in January to December. Now I have halfly done. Now I have to rethink and adjust my journal with what I have done. That is all, and my New Year resolution will be decided by 31st December, 11 o'clock. I can sharply say. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Amit.
Thank you, Sudharma, for sharing your story. Now, I see Shalini here. Shalini, would you like to go next?
Yes, please. Thank you so much, Table Topic Master.
Yeah, so your topic would be every day is New Year Day to me. Every day is New Year Day to me.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for that wonderful topic. In fact, I was thinking something like this would come to me. Of late, I think after COVID hit all of us really badly, I have started thinking that every day is a New Year Day for me. Reason being so, I practice a lot of mindfulness. I have also learned from many people that it's very important to live in the moment and enjoy every bit of life. Recently, to narrate to you, I had been to MP, specifically to Indore, to attend my nephew's engagement. And we are Tamilians, but the girl that he's marrying is a Marwadi. And I'm amazed at the family. The entire lot came from another place called Pratapgarh, which is in Rajasthan. And how beautifully they had small bits to share about the girl, the bride to be, who's going to be bride to be to our family, about her, and how nicely they narrated poetry. They had some snippets to share. Every single moment that they have enjoyed with their daughter so far, they shared it with us. So I think I have learned from that family that it's very important to enjoy every small thing in life. Typically, we are a family who is always in a rush and we feel, oh God, we are going to miss the flight or the train. And we never enjoy even the journey to the airport or the railway station. So for me, every day is a new year because every day I'm learning something new. I just now learned from DTM Sourav how he practiced quitting certain habits. Yes, I have also done that hard work and got rid of a few of my habits which were not doing any good to me. So there is a lot of learning online, offline, from people around you, from people who are near your area, neighborhood. So every day this year particularly has been a New Year day for me because every day there has been some learning. What is my biggest takeaway for 2023 is never stop learning. Continue to be a lifelong learner. You never know how a 5-year-old or an 8-year-old can surprise you with their its and bits of life. And that is my takeaway for this topic. Thank you so much for that lovely topic.
Thank you, Shalini, for attempting this topic. Okay, do we have time? Can I take a couple of more topics?
Yes, we have time.
Okay.
Since Aparna, Toastmaster Aparna is raising her,
Aparna
you can give a topic to her.
Aparna, your topic is going to be I love New Year, but I hate celebration. I love New Year, but I hate celebration.
That sounds like my sister who says, I love New Year because I get holidays, but I hate celebrations. But tell you what, I'm the exact opposite. I love celebrations. I love party. The minute you say party, I will manifest there. Ask my friends here, they know. Why not celebrate something? You just need an opportunity to celebrate. And as a child, let me tell you, and most of you would probably resonate with me, we didn't really celebrate our festivals. Our festivals had a lot of customs, which is very beautiful on its own, but that celebration, the partying thing would happen probably only in New Year. At least in my household, that is how it was. On New Year's Eve, the entire family would get together. We would play games, we would party, we'd play music, we would dance like no one's watching, literally. And then as I became a teenager, well, we got a little more naughtier, I would say, because we would whisk away the drinks and have it in a different room without our parents' knowledge and whatnot. And all of that was excused a little bit only on New Year's Eve. And that was the highlight of that celebration for me. So there is no chance I'll hate New Year ever. I love New Year's. And even more, I love celebrations and the memories that I have of all the celebrations that we've had over the years. And I will tell each one of you here, if you haven't celebrated New Year, try celebrating. There is this happiness in that air when that New Year's Eve comes. December 31st, there's a happiness in the air. Everybody, I think unanimously, the entire world is looking for something better. We're looking forward, and that is palpable in the air. Go out, have fun in your own way, and be part of that celebration. Back to you, Toastmaster Amit. How are you going to celebrate this New Year?
Yeah, so basically, couple of I have the planet trip. I'm going Gangtok, so most probably I haven't planned anything, but I will think what I will be doing there. So something like that.
This time, shall we try in this way? Like now, Toastmaster Aparna has taken a topic. She will nominate any other like guest or role taker, whoever the Toastmaster. She'll nominate, and you can give a topic to her.
Toastmaster Bimpy, we have got very few people left who haven't taken up topic.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Volunteer, or Amit can take names. Toastmaster Amit, you are the table topic master. Bring people on screen.
Yeah, sure. Can I call Meeta here? I can see.
Yeah, Toastmaster Meeta is there. I have seen.
Meeta, would you like to take next table topic? Okay. Meanwhile, I think no responding. So if anybody else,
We have
available.
yeah, I can hear you. Okay. So your topic is in 2024, which hobby you would like to transform into career option? In 2024, which hobby you would like to transform into career option?
Yeah, it's for me, no, Meeta?
Yeah, Meeta, yeah.
Yes, so happy morning to one and all. Yeah, that's a really good topic. Thank you for the Toastmaster and thank you for the table topic master. Yes, I'm interested to improve my leadership skills as well as communication skills. So I want to take the resolution that in 2024, I should complete my speeches as well as to learn more leadership and reach to some other where I want to reach my goal. So that is I'm focusing for 2024. Thank you. Back to the table topic master.
Thank you, Meeta, for attempting this topic. I think who is left here? Tell me.
Chitrakshi, Upasana, there are many people there.
Okay, I can't see. Okay, 1 second.
Why can't you see? Put it on gallery mode.
I think Toastmaster Sadil is likes to take a table topic. He's a volunteer.
Sadil is there, yeah, as a timer. Sadil, I can time Sadil if you want, Sadil.
Okay, you can time.
Okay, Sadil. So your topic is if you get chance to celebrate, where would you like to celebrate New Year? If you would like, if you get chance, where would you like to celebrate New Year?
Where? Is it where?
Yeah, it's Sadil for Sadil.
Is it where would I like to celebrate?
Yeah, celebrate. Where would you like to celebrate New Year?
Okay. Good morning, Toastmasters. If I had the chance to celebrate my New Year, I would definitely go back to my school because I have finished my studies in school and I haven't seen my friends in a lot of time. Actually, I haven't even talked to them in a reasonable, a very large time. So I like to meet them and watch a movie and have some drinks and enjoy. Actually, there are a lot of memories with them. Actually, I used to go to school with them. I used to play basketball with them. I used to have pranks with them. Actually, one day when I was playing basketball in my school, there was a stall, a Coca-Cola stall, and there were leftover glass bottles. And inside those glass bottles, there were small amounts of Coca-Cola left. So what we did was, we collected all those remaining Coca-Cola and filled a complete bottle. And we gave that filled Coca-Cola bottle to our friend to drink. Do you know what? He drank the whole bottle. So there were a lot of fun. We did a lot of pranks. We did pranks even to teachers. Actually, we were punished. So if I had the chance to celebrate my New Year, I would definitely do it with my friends. I will come to tell them to come to school, and we will definitely play a basketball game. That's a must. And we will watch a movie, and we will eat. We will enjoy. So over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Sadil. I'm going to call Upasana. Like, Upasana, would you like to take next one?
Sure.
Yeah. So, Upasana, your table topic is why do you think world is going to an end this year?
Can you repeat the question?
Why do you think world is going to an end this year?
So I think that this year has been very crazy for all of us. And since this year, and every year, I feel that the moment it starts, it ends. And same happened with this year also. And it's gonna end very soon. With that, keeping that in mind, I have nothing planned as such. So next year would be also the same year for me. It's just that the transition, or just the best part was every time the date has to be changed. So the year has to be changed, sorry. So every time we would make the mistake. So I believe that transitioning to the next year would be not that tough, but it's just that it's new year, new thoughts, new beliefs, and new resolutions, which I never follow. So with that, I'm just hoping the new year would be a bang. That's all.
Yeah, I thought you would talk about the war that is going on or the corona that hit us. So okay, it's fine. Thank you for attempting this topic. Okay, do you have time, or we are done? Because we have time. Okay. So who is going to be next? I can see.
Toastmaster, this will be the last topic.
Sure. So Chitrakshi, can I call your name? Or yeah, Chitrakshi there. So Chitrakshi, your topic is a New Year resolution are meant to be broken. New Year resolutions are meant to be broken.
You have chosen the right topic for the right person, because the number of New Year's resolutions that I have made depends on the people I'm drinking on New Year's Eve with. And that is how the world works. So the people, if there are 30 people, and this is the closest story that I can tell you, this is the most recent that I remember. So I drank with 30 people last New Year's, and it was beautiful. Beautiful because after drinking, everyone looks amazing. Everything was happy. The world was amazing. Nobody could wage wars on each other. Nobody could criticize anyone because it was New Year's and we were all drinking. So the first person looks at me and says, I think I want to lose weight. And my New Year's resolution was losing weight. Second person comes to me and says, I think this year I want to read more books. How someone could come up with this during drinking, I had no idea. But I liked it. So my second resolution was I will read more books this year. Third resolution comes out to be I will eat less. Okay, perfect. And so went on and on and on. 3 hours later, the New Year's resolution was I am going to stop drinking. That became my favorite New Year's resolution. The best part is that when I woke up the next morning, I had no idea I had made certain resolutions and that I was supposed to have maintained them. Hence, I came to the conclusion that what happened during New Year's Eve while drinking those beautiful resolutions, they were meant to be broken because I had a complete blackout and I didn't even know I made any. With that, back to table topic master.
Thank you, Chitrakshi, for sharing your kind of the experience. And with this, we have come to the end of the table topic session, and I will hand it over to Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, Bimpy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for today's meeting. Toastmaster Amit Gupta for having lovely and wonderful topics. So now I would like to ask Zoom Master to launch the polls for speakers and as well for table topic. Thank you so much. I got it for speakers. Awaiting for table topic speaker as well.
After this, once this poll ends, we're almost done, so I think we can close this. Close at 82%.
Zoom Master, please confirm if all the polls are submitted by our guest and Toastmasters. Then we will be going for 5 minutes of break and then continue for third section of the meeting.
Yes, we are done polling. We can go on a break.
Okay. So Toastmaster and guest will go for 5 minutes of break and we will be back after 11:12. We will be back after 11:12.
But anyways, it is taken.
Are we allowed to speak during the break?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, we are. So I will be saying one thing before you. So there's a problem with the polling. So that's why we have just closed the poll. But I don't know if you're still seeing the poll on your screens. You're not, right? Okay, fine. Yeah, Aprna, all yours.
No, I just asked if we can talk, that's all.
This is break.
This is break. This is not the breakout room.
People are around. Recording pause.
How many people offline? 2 only, is it? I'm getting so guilty now.
So we came from break. I can see everybody's here. Okay, since our today's theme is New Year resolution, I would like to know from anybody, like, is it really required to have a resolution, New Year resolution only, or it should be like any day we can have a resolution and then work on it? I would like to ask, I can see Toastmaster Sanjeet Nayak, what do you think? Like, do we really need a resolution, New Year resolution? What are your thoughts? I just wanted to know from you, from your perspective and your thoughts.
Yeah, so as per me, I don't think so. You need to wait till New Year Eve to keep any resolutions, right? So resolution is what, like if you want to improve something about yourself, so you can do it at any given day. So you need not wait till the end of the year. Oh, okay, this is the right time, then only I will do. So for me, yes, it's like just get up and you just decide that I want to be a better person from what I was yesterday, right? So that will be my resolution for every given day. And
Yeah,
for that, I will not wait for the end of the year. So that's what I would like to say, Bimpy.
yeah, that's really great thought actually. We no need to like wait for a year to have a new resolution or to add new hobby or anything. We no need to wait for a year and probably I'll ask Toastmaster Smruti. Are you there or are you awake still since it is evening for you? I think okay. So since we have Toastmaster Raja Balaji, so I can see you now. So today's theme is New Year resolution. I would like to ask you like what's your like New Year plans? I would like to like give a shot for a new year. What's your plans? Where you want to visit?
Okay.
And
Yeah. I have some newer resolutions, but I started my goal from November month also. November month. The first thing is I want to read at least 4 books per month. The first goal I have in my mind. The second is I want to become a good speaker because sometimes I can't speak without script. I want to refer script most times, and I want to prepare. Sometimes I will memorize my script. So that thing I want to change. Like how senior Toastmasters are giving a speech without seeing the script. So that thing I want to improve. And the third thing is my health. I want to do exercise at least half an hour a day. These are the three things I want to work on coming year.
yeah, okay. Even I agree to your point. I'm really like inspired by DTM Sourav Dutta and Toastmaster Aparna. We have Nancy as well. So they are like unique leaders, and we are daily basis. Whenever we are joining our meeting, we get to know many more things from their experiences. So I can see Toastmaster Chetna. So would you like to like add on anything for the New Year plans or any resolution you have or anything relates to this where you want to visit anywhere, spend some quality time with your family? How you like celebrate this event?
Okay, there's so many things which you asked, Bimpy. So for me, as of now, I would just at this stage, I would stop keeping any New Year resolution. It's always I believe in work in progress every day, every month. So
Yes.
that's what I keep. But just for the sake of this, the trend of celebrating New Year, okay, the calendar year, okay, I'll start a new thing. But celebration definitely, I do it every month or every week with my family. So it's just for the sake of okay to be in sync with the trend. We just go out and see if there is any events which is happening, and we celebrate with in that way. Otherwise, I just have stopped keeping any sort of New Year resolution because I believe in every day work in progress.
Yeah, that's really important to be like keep motivated in daily basis instead of like waiting for a year to maintain the productivity in personal life and as well as professional life. So I can see a Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh. I would like to know from your perspective how you like take this topic as like New Year resolution, or I would like to like ask you like what is your resolution at least for a Toastmaster when you joined? Would you see something like some big picture what you want to like get it from Toastmaster, or would you see something like any motivation, or you want to like achieve something or something like any resolution from Toastmaster perspective?
So with respect to Toastmaster, my resolution is that I complete this journey, this path as soon as possible, and so that it gives me leverage also to understand how things work, and also if I can mentor anybody with speechcraft I do, so that would be helpful for them also, for me also. So I have that resolution to complete it at a very good, fast pace, because due to work and all, there are times where I get jumbled up and it messes out. But I have now started making a schedule for myself that when I should give my speech and when not. So that's there. Now my New Year resolution in respect to everything is to become more disciplined and more schedule oriented, because there are times even now also, I after this I have an appointment with my doctor and I am not ready yet. I told him that I'll come at 12:30. I know I'll go at 1 o'clock. So that thing, working on being on time, I have to be very particular about. I actually expect people to come on time, but I'm the one who go half an hour late, so that is not a good thing. So I am practicing being more disciplined. I hope that next year I am that, and let's see. At this time, I have not kept any vague resolutions like to lose weight or to exercise, because since 10 years that's not happening. So it's no point. Let's see.
Same here, Toastmaster Pashna. Like when I chosen this topic, I was like, let me excel some resolution, and then I was like, oh, what resolution I have like prepared last year itself, and I dare to touch that, because most of the resolution what I made, I haven't not touched those resolutions. So I'm scared to like see those resolutions. So yeah, it's really important to like keep check on our resolution, or like make everyday resolution. That would be really good for our for us. So let's begin with our third section of this meeting, that is general evaluator section. So I would like to call Toastmaster Aparna to please start with that section and evaluate our speakers.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Bimpy. So to begin with the evaluation segment, we will start with the evaluation of the prepared speeches. And so to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster Smruti, I would like to...
Sorry, Toastmaster Aparna, evaluation section is not yet done. So firstly, we need to like call our evaluator.
That's exactly
the G can do. The G
what
can
I'm
do.
doing.
Okay, sure, Aparna. Sorry for interruption. You can go ahead. Sorry for that.
So to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster Smruti, I would like to call upon our first evaluator, Toastmaster Chetana, and also Toastmaster Chetana. Do tell us the speech and the project one more time when you start your evaluation. Just a reminder. Thank you. Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Aparna. So I would like to read the purpose of this project. The purpose is the project for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. And the second would be the purpose is for the member to share some aspect of previous experience as in the mentoring space. So first of all, I think Toastmaster Smruti, are you there? Toastmaster Smruti.
You can go ahead.
Okay, fine. First of all, I think the one thing which catches it's a very thoughtful title which you had kept. And it grabbed my attention at the first part. The things which I loved about your speech was like every time, I think last time when I evaluated also, the usage of words which you do give in your speech is really excellent. Like if I have to emphasize in this particular speech is like when you were telling about when you were trying to impress and your mentor was telling to helping you to work on your connection. So that impression and connection was like very beautifully put across. And the similar way when you came across when your mentor was telling to collaborate and you were trying to impress, you were trying to improve your social presence. So the the words, the part like I really loved about it. The second part was your message, what you was very strong. And mentoring is, I mean, it's not about overwhelming journey, but it's about Presidential Avenue. You brought in your title at the end, so that was very good part of it. So the impact of mentoring, where you showcase by enacting a call with Poonam was very, 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 I mean, it brought in that aspect of essence of, okay, how your mentor had changed by repeated feedback and how you worked on, and the effect was there already in that final call. And the way you confidently spoke with the Poonam, with the data, was very well put across. And definitely the characters involvement and the voice modulation and the gestures were really commendable. The few things which I would like to bring in where you can work on is definitely, if you can, whenever you're giving a speech, if you can stand and speak, the energy level and the visibility to the audience will be different. So I would recommend you to, if you can stand and give a speech. The second part is like, there was the importance of mentoring in Toastmasters was not emphasized in your speech. That if you could have included, that would have been better. And I think these are the two things which I would really want you to work on. Otherwise, on a whole, enjoyed your speech with a lot of scenes, stories. You are a very good narrator. So try to work on these two things. Over to you, Aparna. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chetana. Can you confirm if her purpose was achieved? Speech purpose was achieved. Can you confirm?
So I can tell it's 50% because the mentoring, importance of mentoring in Toastmasters was not emphasized in the speech. So
you would say it was not completely achieved, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that evaluation. Now let's move on to the evaluation of our second speaker. And before we move on to the evaluation, I would also like to point out that our second evaluator, Toastmaster Upasana, is being evaluated by another evaluator, Toastmaster Chitrakshi, right? So over to you, Toastmaster Upasana, to evaluate Toastmaster Sanjeet's speech. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam G. And the purpose of the project was to learn or review basic method for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. So, Sanjeet, you have met the purpose. Thank you for your insightful presentation on are we giving the right information, and here's what I appreciated, and there are a few couple of suggestions for improvement. I liked your organized approach, dividing your speech into intro, body, and conclusion. It made very easy for the audience to follow. Your key message was very seamlessly integrated to your content, overall content, and the crucial aspect when crafting a Toastmaster speech, that is very necessary. So starting with a clear and simple key message, it set actually a very great, strong foundation for the entire presentation. Now let's dwell into the couple of areas where you can enhance your speech. First, incorporate a very smoother transition, as in you said, I will start my speech. Rather than saying this, if you could get a question, like the topic was very beautiful. Are we giving right information? You could say, are we consuming the right information? Or whatever we see on mobile or laptop, are we getting the right information? This would engage your audience. This would have a thought-provoking quote. You could start with a thought-provoking quote or like, such questions. So this would engage your audience from the very beginning. Secondly, introduce more vocal variety. As in when there was one statement where you said, Gilly said, stop it, stop it. Rather, if you could say, Gilly said, stop it, stop it. Here we could understand what the emotion you're emoting. So in this way, you can experiment with your tone or vocal variety. It adds more dynamic to your delivery. Despite this minor suggestions, you have successfully delivered your speech with the clear purpose. Your purpose has been met. Keep the good work. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Upasana. Now I'd like to call upon your evaluator, Toastmaster Chitrakshi, to evaluate Toastmaster Upasana's evaluation. Over to you.
Before I give my evaluation, I'd like to tell you the purpose of Upasana's evaluation today. So the project objective was to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. And the purpose for this evaluation was also for her to deliver a constructive feedback on another member's presentation, which she has delivered successfully. Hence, her project has been completed. Now, here are some things from your evaluation that could work, that worked well for you, and that could also be worked upon a little bit. I've seen you evaluate a lot lately, and during the evaluations, I'm actually happy that you've started. There's a change that you've done in your evaluation. So from not being very confident about recommendations, now you've become confident about delivering recommendations because you realize the importance of it. At the same time, you have to understand how to balance the two. Okay, so when you're giving commendations versus recommendations, in recommendations, you had a lot of examples. While giving commendations, there were no examples. That is also important because that is what will boost up everyone's morale, especially your speakers. So also talk about commendations. So for instance, when you said you had a very clear opening, body, and conclusion, if you could tell us where it went. Okay, a little bit of it, not the summary, because that will get you into a summary trap, but a little bit of, okay, this is how you divided it. So a flow was like this. And the key message was, what was your key message? The key message that you delivered throughout was this for you. And that was very clear through your entire messaging. However, here is what will make it even better, your vocal variety, since it was storytelling. Right. So if you could clearly say your storytelling technique was really nice, and here in your storytelling, whenever you do a role play, because there was a lot of role play in that, whenever you do a role play, how about moving from one part to another part? How about using a little more voice modulation during the role plays, like you enacted as well? So the same thing also in terms of being very clear from here to there. The one thing that I noticed a little bit here were also the fillers. Since you're a really good speaker and you are becoming more proficient with time, and that's also your goal, right? To be there and be able to speak confidently. Before the evaluation, this is something I do, and that's why I can recommend it to you. In order to avoid fillers, write down very clearly what were your commendations, what were your recommendations, and how you would like the flow to be, including the parts that connected you to the speech, not the speaker, but the speech. So what was it about the speech that you like? And start with that, and the flow will be maintained. And keep it all in front of you, so you're not breaking your thought pattern as well. So you're really doing well as an evaluator. I've seen your evaluations lately, and you're becoming more confident with your evaluations, including recommendations, which is a very important aspect. What you could do better is give equal weightage to commendations and recommendations. So the way you explained with examples the recommendations, you could add a little bit of that to your commendations as well, and the confidence will keep getting better. With that, over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Chitrakshi. Now, quickly, my feedback on the evaluations that we've seen today. We've had some stellar evaluations that we've seen. So let's start with the first evaluation, Toastmaster Chetana. Toastmaster Chetana, I think I agree with all of your points in their recommendations. The commendations, especially where she pointed out the several elements in the speech which worked well. And this becomes very important to pinpoint and say, be the vocal variety, voice modulation, the gestures. You pinpointed the elements and you pinpointed where, in which part it worked well for them, which becomes important because they'll have to continue doing what they're doing well. So I think that was a great thing that you did. When you come to your recommendations, there was one recommendation that you gave, stand, but of course you gave it as you didn't kind of say you have to do it. You said you could do it. But we can also keep in mind that we've been told that stand and give a speech. Yes, it's a lot more powerful because you have a lot more ease of movement when you stand. But what if that person is not in a position to stand for whatever reason, physically not well, or they're not capable of standing maybe that day for whatever reason. So it could be just a recommendation, like the way you said, just telling you, keep that in mind when we make that recommendation going ahead. You did that well. You were pretty polished only when you said it, but just putting it out there. The second thing about the purpose achieved, I actually had to go back and read one more time just to make sure what you were saying, because we've done this project many times and it can get a little dicey. See, the purpose clearly states that you would have to speak about it in the way Toastmasters looks at mentoring, which I believe she did. It doesn't necessarily say you have to share an aspect of your Toastmasters mentoring, right? There's a little wordplay there. You share your opinion as a protege, what have you seen, which she very clearly did, albeit a story, she did it very clearly. So I think the purpose is achieved. But I see your point, Toastmaster Chetana, when you say that she could have highlighted the points, like as a mentee, whatever I picked up could have been highlighted more clearly. It was more implied in her speech. I believe that's because she's done this project before. So she made it in a more implied fashion. That could have been a recommendation. Make it more clear and don't just make it implied, because people are listening to you. And when you make it clear, like these were the 4 things I learned, 3 things, it's easier for people to learn. So that could have been a recommendation. And I agree partially on that point, but I think the purpose is achieved though. That said, good evaluation in Toastmaster Chetana, very encouraging. Toastmaster Upasana, I just realized that you've just started your evaluation, but you're doing pretty well. And yes, I agree with what Toastmaster Chitrakshi said. We will encourage and we will encourage them to get better, and we will give them a pat for what they're doing very well in equal amount. So balance it out with examples. Nicely done. I will not dwell into it because you've been well evaluated by Toastmaster Chitrakshi. Toastmaster Chitrakshi, there were very precise points and pointed points which she can implement right away. And that was important. You gave things that she can work on right away. Nicely done. With that, the evaluation of the prepared speeches are done. We will move on to the next section, that is my Taggle team, to share their reports. We will start off with our timer. Toastmaster Sadil, do share the timer's report with us.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So here's today's timer's report. First of all, let's all give a round of applause to our prepared speakers, because their speeches are not disqualified. So our first speaker is Toastmaster Smruti. She took 7 minutes and 5 seconds. Our second speaker was Toastmaster Sanjeet. He took 6 minutes and 38 seconds. Moving on to table topic session, the allocated time is 1 to 2 minutes. Our first speaker was Toastmaster Nancy. She took 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Our second speaker was Toastmaster Deepa. She took 1 minute and 36 seconds. Our third speaker was Toastmaster Renu. She took 1 minute and 46 seconds. Our next speaker was distinguished Toastmaster Sourav. He took 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Our next speaker was Toastmaster Sudharma. She took 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Then we have Toastmaster Shalini. She took 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Next, we have Toastmaster Aparna. She took 1 minute and 53 seconds. Then we have Toastmaster Mita. She took 36 seconds. Then the next speaker is me. I took 1 minute and 46 seconds. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Upasana. She took 56 seconds. Our final table topic speaker is Toastmaster Chitrakshi. She took 1 minute and 43 seconds. Moving on to the evaluation session. Our first evaluator is Toastmaster Chetana. She evaluated Toastmaster Smruti's speech. She took 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Our second evaluator is Toastmaster Upasana. She evaluated Toastmaster Sanjeet's speech. She took 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Our final evaluator is Toastmaster Chitrakshi. She evaluated Toastmaster Upasana's evaluation. She took 3 minutes and 10 seconds. That's the timer's report today. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sadil. So I see there are no disqualifications anywhere. With that, we will move on to our R counter. Toastmaster Vijaya, how have we fared on the R counters list today?
Thank you, General Evaluator Aprna Raja. I'll be sharing my R counter report. Just give me a minute. Yes, I hope you all can see the R counter report on the screen. While you go through that, I'll just give you a small tip on how you can improve on your speech by reducing the filler sounds and filler words. The better way is to pause. A better habit to reduce filler words is to allow yourself to pause. Doing so will allow you to think about what you will say next without filling the space with the words which will not serve your communication. First pause, then construct what you are going to say internally, then you speak. This will help you out. I think this is very helpful to keep this in mind. And this is the report for today. The most used filler sound today is ah, and the most used filler word is so. Whenever we speak next time, we all can keep this in mind and be more mindful. Thank you. Over to you, General Levan.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Vijaya. I've used a lot of so's today. I wonder why I did that, but thank you. We will move on to our grammarian, to DTM Sourav. Over to you. Can't hear you, DTM Sourav.
Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear. Over to you.
Okay. So let me share my screen once. Okay, here we go. My screen is visible, right? Can someone confirm, please? Can you connect that one? Hello, can you confirm? Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So one of the things that I would want to highlight is that we could have done a better job in terms of the usage of the rhetorical device. So rhetorical devices, the number of rhetorical devices used was a little less. And this is something that I'm consistently noticing in the Gabbys meetings. So that's something that we should. The good thing is that the rhetorical devices that we used are actually good ones, not the very common ones. Like, for example, the antithesis is where there is a contrasting idea. New Year resolutions are meant to be broken. It's a good example of an antithesis where you're using a contrasting idea. And the one that Aparna used, like apostrophe, that's a rhetorical device where it's not exactly a wordplay, but she was talking to the audience and then she suddenly said, "Ask my friends here, they know," right? So that sudden twist that you see, that's called apostrophe. It's a very powerful technique of engaging the audience. Aparna also had an exaggeration. The whole world is celebrating New Year. Obviously, she doesn't know that for sure. That's an example of hyperbole. The idea is to give an impression that everyone is celebrating New Year. The rule of three and the alliteration was used by Smruti. So correction, communication, collaboration. One of the easiest to use rhetorical device is this. So try to start using rhetorical devices. Start with the rule of three. Whatever you are saying, instead of saying it 2 times, if you're repeating that 3 times, then it becomes much more impactful. That is one thing in terms of the rhetorical device. Now let us look at some of the word of the D usage. Only Smruti used it and used it once, right at the start of the meeting. Uncharted. After that, there was not much usage. Some good usages that we had is one from Shalini. Mindfulness is a good word. I love it. Aparna used this dance as if no one is watching. It essentially means that you don't care about what people think about you. It's a very good metaphorical expression that we can use for a lot of other things also. Basically the understanding is that you do your own thing. Don't worry about people's opinion. Chetana used this, "I'm a work in progress." Again, a very good phrase. Chitrakshi had some good, this one, weightage. It's weightage, not weightive, and thought process. And Aparna had stellar. Now, a couple of things that I would want to point out in terms of the incorrect usage. The usage of articles, there is a significant amount of work that we need to do on that, particularly a and the, where we are using, where I'll give a couple of examples. So it's a rooftop restaurant. It's a rooftop restaurant. It's not just a rooftop restaurant, right? Similarly, end of the January is not required. End of January. Every day is a New Year day. Every day is New Year day. No, every day is a New Year day. So somewhere we are omitting that where we need to, somewhere we are using where we don't need to. So just be mindful of that. I hate taking New Year resolution as a redundancy. Taking is not required. I hate New Year resolutions. That's good enough. Get into the time is not a very good usage of English language. The better will be in the moment. There's nothing wrong in getting into the time. Technically, that's not possible, but then it's okay. But a better usage is being in the moment. Reason being so, reason being, right? So that so was more like a filler. It was added in the context of that sentence. Going to be, bride to be is a redundancy because a bride to be is someone who's going to be a bride. So I don't know what does going to be bride to be means. It was a logical fallacy also. I was trying to figure out how do we figure that out. Unanimously, the world is celebrating New Year. See, the word unanimously is generally used in the context of a decision. Like unanimously, we came together and we decided something. I'm not saying there's technically anything wrong in this, but again, it's not a very good usage of English language. A better usage could be together the world is celebrating New Year, because unanimity is something that we need in the context of a decision that we come together. Very, very, very avoid using very, very, very multiple times. Instead of that, use other adjectives. We have like extremely, disproportionately, etc. And finally, some wrong superlatives like more clear or more bigger, more better in the during the entire meeting. This was something again which stood out apart from the wrong article usage. So that's it from my side. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, DTM. Sourav, we were dragged into uncharted territories of our language usage and given left, right, and center to ensure we speak better English. And that is the whole point of the Grammarian. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much. With that, we come to the last, but one of the most important members in my arsenal. Over to you, Toastmaster Shilpi.
Thank you, ma'am, General Evaluator. So as promised, I have come with some of the questions. So let's start. My first question. In Toastmasters, Smruti's speech, which role did she get in her sales career? Yeah.
B2B marketing.
Account manager.
Account
Yes.
manager.
Yes, new account manager, right. Next question. In Toastmaster Sanjeet's story, what are the names of two little kids?
Billy and Gilly something.
Lily, Gilly, Billy.
Yes, right. Toastmaster Amit, it's Gilly and Billy. Third, so there is a fill in the blank. Okay. So in Toastmaster Sanjeet's story, he mentioned the phrase on friends. That is, friend in need is a friend, fill in the blanks.
Indeed.
Right, Aparna. Next question. Okay, from which state does Toastmaster Nancy belong from?
Punjab.
She has mentioned, sorry?
Punjab, right?
Yes, right, Toastmaster Amit, Punjab. Next question. So for celebrating New Year, which restaurant did Toastmaster Nancy choose to go with her family?
Rooftop.
Correct. Rooftop. It's a rooftop restaurant. Next question. Toastmaster Deepa and Toastmaster Renu has mentioned in their table topic speeches the same New Year resolution, but unfortunately they never complete that.
So Deepa completed it, losing weight. Renu could not complete it.
Right. It's fitness result, right. Do we have time? More time so that
I think we will have to wrap up maybe with one question or so.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So where will be our table topic master Amit going to celebrate New Year 2024?
Gangton.
Right, Gangton. Correct. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Thanks to my wonderful team who gave us a very, very diligent report on each of their roles. So with that, let me quickly evaluate the entire meeting. Let's start with the preparations for the meeting. The posters were out well ahead of time. The introductions and all the details every role taker needed was passed on to them. I haven't heard of any hiccups, and I didn't have any hiccups either. Things were passed on seamlessly as always. The only thing that I was looking forward to and searching was the agenda. Not sure if that is not being circulated for the Saturday meeting, but I couldn't find the agenda anywhere. That was one thing I noticed. Let me know if that is there somewhere. I'd like to have a look. That said, the meeting started on time, 159 meeting. Sudharma came on camera with a bang. She was preparing well ahead. We all knew that with the camera turned off. She came there with a bang with some nice energy and she said, hey, hi, welcome to the 159 meeting. She did have some network connectivity issues, so she went in and out. But then, hey, what can we do, right? These things happen. So good introduction, Sudharma, and I could see that you did give all the 3 rules. You were actually stating them. We heard them in bits and pieces. So you did a good job. The internet did not, and that's not your fault. So thank you very much, Sudharma, for setting grounds and starting the meeting on a very positive note this Saturday morning. Moving on, Toastmaster of the day, I will come to you in a bit. Moving on to the presiding officer, DTM Nancy. DTM Nancy, I applaud you for taking the initiative to jump in as soon as Sudharma's network went off and setting the tune. You know, you tried to continue the energy, which is so important when a meeting is starting. And then I like the fact that you brought in that interactive self-reflection exercise, which is very apt. And I think no one expected a PO to do that. It was nice. It was a good change. The way it went about, you asked us to reflect and then you related it to Toastmasters because you're the VPE and we don't expect anything less from you. So you related it back to Toastmasters and our Gabbys and the performance. It came a full circle. I enjoyed that bit. It kind of put me in the mood for this meeting, why I am here, reset the purpose and things like that. Nicely done. Very subtle, but nicely done. The only thing I wish you had done was introduce Toastmasters as always. That happens, especially when you're doing this. But because we had quite a few guests today, that would have been a good call to introduce what is Toastmasters. You know, the customary 3-4 lines would have been nice. Nicely done. We shall then move on to our table topics master. Table topics master, Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster Amit, I always look for a table topics segment where the TTM does not take the spotlight, but instead makes place for everyone else to take the spotlight by giving them easy questions. You did that very well. They were fun questions. And how do you know you did a good job? Because then people start raising their hands and they want to answer. That means your questions are hitting the right note. And that kept happening in your segment where you gave good questions, easy questions people wanted to speak about. One other thing that I was looking for was an introduction to the section itself. When you start table topics, why are we doing table topics? What is it and all of that? You reiterated every point. You called out the time. You mentioned what are we going to do here. You set the ground clean and shining for people to take off. Nicely done, Toastmaster Amit. Continue doing it. Now, what can you work on? When you introduced, you mentioned something. Keep the time over 1 minute to qualify. If someone's listening here, they'll be wondering qualifying for what? So if you're giving instruction, make sure you give it fully. Qualifying for the polling, that's going to come later on, right? New member, no, if I was there, I'll be wondering qualify for what? Will I not be let into the meeting after this, whatever? Then one thing is in conducting the table topics, we normally spend a little time in choosing the first speaker because we are giving people time to come and take it up. Okay, we understand for this first speaker, we do that. Does anyone want to go? If no one wants to go, you pick. You did that right. But subsequently, as you move on, what you do is you be prepared with whom you're going to call next. Because the person is speaking, scan the room, see who's there, who's got their video on, who's a guest, who's here, call them out, who's raised their hand. You be prepared for it. Let's not waste time on choosing who's going to come, who's next, will you come, will you not come. So make a list and keep it ready. You have time for it when the person is speaking. As much as you have to pay attention, just noting, making a mental note will not take much time. So be prepared with who you're going to call. We will save a lot of time. Your segment will come across as being very seamless and will not have any much interruptions if you do that. That's all. That is all I had as a recommendation for you. Other than that, nicely done. And you wrapped it up pretty well. You tried to give very encouraging remarks after every speaker. Well done, Toastmaster Amit. Now, let me come to the Toastmaster of the day. I normally do the Toastmaster of the day towards the end because she has the biggest role. Toastmaster Bimpy. All the 3 things were done. You introduced the theme. It was about New Year's resolution. And you also gave us a preview of what the segments are, what to expect. And then you called upon the general evaluator to introduce their teams and things like that. Nicely done. Those are the mandatory things. So you can strike that off the list. You did that. neatly. Now, what I would like to recommend is that when you're introducing the segments, tell a one line about what these segments are. We're going to have prepared speeches. This is where speakers are going to come prepared for speeches with a certain purpose for a certain amount of time and speak one line so that people know what is prepared speech. The second thing is you could also, now I know the structure has changed, something even I got to know during the course of the meeting. I checked with Nancy. That is, we are not calling the evaluators, instead we're calling the speakers. What you can do, right? You gave this beautiful introduction of all the speakers. And then the speakers, the energy was pumped up. They're ready to come and speak. And then you say, before that, can I check if the evaluator is there? Okay, breaking that energy. It's a very small thing, but before you call and introduce the first speaker, you can check. May I quickly check if first evaluator so-and-so is present? Yes, thank you. Now, let us call upon our first speaker and then start the introduction. So give them that big bang and then introduce. These are little things, but they add a lot of value, especially to the person who's going to come next, because one thing, just shift it up. That's all. Other than that, it was nicely done. The energy was there. Also, I noticed how after the break, when we came back, right, the 5 minutes break, you floated a nice conversation based on the theme and people were enjoying. You called upon everyone. This is something that is working really well. I noticed it. I actually passed a comment to a VP saying this is a good thing. Instead of having it at the beginning or at the end, we're having it in the middle of the meeting. So people are still engaged, and you did that well. You asked some nice questions. It was nice to see. So kudos to you on that as well. Then, those are my recommendations to you. Just move that thing there and then you're all good. Now, overall meeting itself, there was just one thing that I noticed. Everything went like clockwork. It always does here at the Gabbys, because one thing that I wanted to point out is this is something which I follow, and according to me, it's very subjective also in a way, the interruptions. Let's try to keep the interruptions to a minimum, but when needed, let us do it. Like, for instance, there is a problem. You see a role taker is struggling. Feel free to jump in and interrupt, whoever it is. Feel free to jump in and say, hey, you know what? This person's raising a hand. Otherwise, what's going to happen? You might know when to interrupt, because you've been here in Toastmasters. There are guests and there are newer members. The interruption might set in a culture of speaking callously, speaking informally. It will happen. Okay, these people are speaking casually. Maybe I can also too. Then unmuting and then passing comments and all that. It has happened before. So interruptions have to be extremely controlled, and we will speak only when needed. If it can be communicated over the chat, please do so over the chat and on the chat alone. If it is something that cannot be done on the chat, only then bring here and do the interruptions. So this is something that I wanted to let you all know. My observation, this is more like, think about it, and I know you all will be able to handle it better. So with that, I've come to the end of my evaluation. I think everybody did a great job. The timer, like clockwork, you were changing your cards very nicely, properly. I was tracking that. It was changed for every speaker from TT, prepared speeches, evaluation. You also very clearly stated what are the timing limits for every one of them clearly. So there's nothing that I could point out that was not in place. Toastmaster Sadil, nicely done. Thank you. Then moving on to the R counter, Toastmaster Vijaya, the report was very diligent, and you actually gave me my self-confidence a big slap, because you showed us that we are not perfect, and this once in a while we need that jolt to show us we can work on ourselves. Diligent report. Thank you again. Grammarian, what do I say? Taking us into that report, making us feel like we're sitting in front of a walking, talking Renan Martin and giving us a walk down through how we can improve. And this is why we are here. Nicely done. And the listener, as always, it was an engaging session where our listening skills were checked. And then it was nice. It was fun to really see who was listening and who was not. Nicely done. Nothing was out of space. The word of the day, I have to point out, was a good word, not a very unknown word, but a well-known word, but rarely used. So I liked the word of the day, and that's how I think a word of the day should be. So thank you very much. My team's done a fabulous job, and everyone's done a great job today. Thank you. That's been my time. I'm back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Aparna, General Evaluator of the Day. That is really crucial part of very crucial section of the meeting. Now I would like to call Zoom Master to launch the poll for role taker and taggle roles and evaluator.
We have launched the poll for taggle team. Please quickly vote for taggle team. Post that, I'll launch the rest of the two polls.
Yeah, sure.
Seconds more. The link is already in the chat box.
So Toastmaster, please use that URL or the link we posted by Toastmaster Nancy for the best taggle role taker for today's meeting. So we have to use that URL. Yeah, I can see that URL. Opening that URL, we can see all the names, taggle role names. Please vote it for the best one you feel for today.
We have got 8 responses so far. We are clubhouse. We have 16 people in the meeting as of now. Let's quickly vote and close this poll. 10,
Yeah, sure.
few more.
Taggle team, I can see 10 people have participated so far. Is it the correct one, Nancy? I can see on top some 11. Now 11 I can see.
Yes, it's the correct one. Okay, one last call for this in the interest of time.
Yeah, sure.
We're closing taggle team polls. Moving on with the next one, I'm sharing the link for Evaluator poll. The link is shared. Let's quickly vote for the best evaluator. We've got 8 votes. Few more, please. 9, 10. Okay, one last call for evaluator poll. Anyone who's yet to vote? Okay, we have got 11 so far. We are closing this one. I'm sharing link for the next one. The best role taker. Seven votes, 8. Few more.
Last one.
9, 10. One last call. Okay, we are good to go with the polls. With this, over to you, TMOD. We're done with the polls.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nancy, for launching the poll. Saying that, as we have the theme like New Year resolution, I feel it's really important to start a new fresh year by leaving all the baggages which are holding you from moving forward. I often hear from people, if I have done, it could be better. If I had done this, it would be better, something like that. So I feel, why give so much importance and time and energy? Just learn from those mistakes and move on. And also, I would like to suggest having a clear vision and the goal which you want to achieve, and can prepare a blueprint of New Year resolution, which helps to remind us periodically. It also helps us to record of things and that are going on in our mind, to put it on Excel and have a track of that. And always we can keep tracking of our blueprint, whatever we have noted down as part of our New Year resolution, and then have a review it periodically, which keeps us motivated and happy about the little steps we have taken forward to our goals. And most importantly, just don't spend so much time on planning. Just take action towards your goal is really important. Saying that, I would like to hand over the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Nancy. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bimpy. Toastmaster of the day. May we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster of the day today, Toastmaster Bimpy. It's such a huge task to handle the entire meeting. Lovely. I love the way you have handled the entire energy of the meeting and rest of the feedback you have already received from our general evaluator today. So I'll not comment further on that, but thank you so much for doing such a wonderful job. And to all the role takers. Before I move on, with the announcements, I would first like to announcements about the polls, who's the best amongst the role takers. I promised you all that there will be one announcement coming up next, whether today or in a couple of days. That was the mystery. But we have decided, let's share it today itself. And the announcement that was pending was, okay, we are multiplying in 3 clubs now. 3 clubs now. We are already conducting 3 meetings per week. It's just that we need to charter a new club. And this is coming up really soon. Just embrace yourself. We are going to charter a new club, the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club, coming up next. So we'll need your support. Stay tuned for more information regarding the same. So that was the announcement. And you can say that's our way of handling our New Year resolution stuff from the XCOM. Having said that, now it's time to get some feedback from the guests, from the members. How is it going with the meetings? I know we are already over time. We'll take 5 more minutes from all of you. How is it going? May I request Shalini, Toastmaster Shalini, do you have any feedback for us? Would you like to share a few words?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. I think, thank you so much, Toastmaster Nancy Goel. I think the meeting was very well structured and well conducted, especially kudos to all of you on keeping up the time. And I love the G's report, so crisp, so precise on everything. And also, I have done the grammarian role in my club so many times, but today was like a complete eye-opener on so many other things. A grammarian's role could be done so wonderfully well with so much of creativity and such nuances that can add value to our vocabulary, pronunciation, enunciation, and all of that. It's a very nice club. To be a part of the Gabbys guest group is something which I look up to always. And whenever there is time, like today is one great Saturday where I don't have to go to work, I'm at home. So I chose to be a part of this online meeting. Every time it's something just like the table topic which I got, it's a new learning for me, something to take away from each one of you, because I'm one person who loves meticulousness, and that I can see 200% in this club. So very happy to be a part of this group. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And that meticulousness we could also see in your table topic as well. Very well attempted. Thank you for being a part of this meeting. We look forward to having you in our upcoming meetings as well. May I ask Deep Bhandari, would you like to share a few words?
Yes, so Nancy, this is my first time attending Gabbys Toastmasters Club. Otherwise, I was about a year and a half back part of B Team Toastmasters Club. The reason why I'm here is because of the way how I've seen Sourav sir speaking, and the way how he carries himself when he talks, when he came to my club. So I was very much intrigued and inspired to learn from him. He's one of the main reason why I'm here. But after attending today's meeting, the quality of the entire meeting, the way how the speakers have spoken, I'm really inspired as well. So I've already taken the membership. So effective today, I'm part of Gabbys Toastmasters Club.
It's lovely to hear that Toastmaster Deepa. Well, I must say he's the main reason many of us are here today. So kudos to you as well as kudos to distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Lovely to have you here. Look forward to connect with you as VP Education of the club. We'll connect soon. We have a speech crafter Renu as well. Renu, would you like to share a few words?
Hello. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. This was my first experience at the meeting. So it was a thorough learning. I couldn't keep my attention away for a single moment all throughout. You all been my mentors. So it has been a complete learning experience. I don't know where the time vanished all this time, but I'm really looking forward to be part of more such meetings ahead. Thank you.
Feedback. Thank you so much, speech crafter Renu. It's always lovely to see you speak during your speech crafter sessions. Now we would love to also have you during our Toastmasters meetings more often. Looking forward to have you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining today's meeting. It was lovely to be a part of today's meeting for myself as well. It's time to announce the results of the polls that we just conducted. Okay. For best Taggle team rule takers. Anyone wants to guess?
DTM Sourav Dutta.
Whenever he is a grammarian, it's always him. That's the impact of his grammarian report on all of us. So yes, it's distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta as the best Taggle team rule taker for today's meeting. Congratulations, DTM Sourav. He's just sitting next to me in the meeting room. Yes, thank you. Next one is best evaluator. We had 3 evaluators today. And first time evaluators, experienced evaluators, it was a very good combination and a lot of learning from all the evaluators. For today's meeting, the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Chitrakshi, which Toastmaster Chitrakshi, congratulations for being the best evaluator. Next one is best table topic speaker. And we had 11 table topic speakers today. Everyone has done a very good job coming up on stage and speaking impromptu has given me jitters from years. Till date, I feel those jitters and I'm sure many of us feel those butterflies. Despite that, we had this poll. So the result of this poll is the best table topic speaker goes to, again, Toastmaster Chitrakshi, which congratulations, Toastmaster Chitrakshi, for getting 2 best certificates from the meeting today. Next one is best speaker. We had 2 speakers for today's meeting, and both the speakers have done a very good job as per their projects. We have already heard about them from their evaluators. Now, despite that, we had a poll, and for this one, the best speaker goes to Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty. Congratulations, Toastmaster Smruti. Last but not the least, the best main rule taker. Like I said, being a TMOD is a very difficult job. You have to give place to everyone else in the meeting, despite being there, introducing everyone. Similarly, being a table topic master is equally daunting. You never know how the person is going to speak and you have to summarize. It's even more impromptu for you. But becoming a general evaluator, evaluating everyone, for me personally, that's the most daunting task in the meeting. And today's best main role taker goes to our general evaluator, Toastmaster Aprna Raja. Congratulations, Toastmaster Aprna. Congratulations to all the role takers, winners today for winning the best certificates. With this, I adjourn this meeting, but before I adjourn this as PO, we have distinguished Toastmaster who wants to say certain things to the club. Let's hear it from him. Over to you, DTM sir.
So it is about the new club that Nancy just mentioned that we are chartering. So just wanted to share a couple of more updates about it. So how far or how near are we to the goal? So we have identified a few members from within the Gabbys Toastmasters Club and the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club that we are discussing with in terms of transferring to this new club. Apart from that, we have quite a few new members joining us from outside. So you met Deepa today. She will be a charter member of this club. And apart from that, we have other charter members as well joining us from other clubs. So including one member joining us from Toronto, Canada. So she is taking transfer from one of the clubs there. Eventually, this club is a club that we want to make a truly international club where we'll have members from across the world joining in from various countries. So probably not in the next 6 months, but eventually, at some point of time, we would expect this to be the home for all the people who are not based out of India, so that the club can run, keeping in mind a global audience, have an agenda which is more global in nature. The entire construct of the meeting should be that of an inclusiveness at a world level. That's the goal of the club. So slowly you will see more realignments of the members. That's going to happen. The way the Gabbys functions will not change, though. These are not three separate clubs. Technically, they are. But for us, they are like, three members of the same family. And that's how we will continue to happen to ensure that the same excellence, the same quality is there across this one. So even in terms of the members, you can participate in any of the meetings. It does not matter which of the Gabbys clubs you are a part of. So that is something that, so if any of you are also interested to be a part of the new club, you can always reach out to Nancy, me, or Nagesh. So we three are, as of now, the partners in crime in terms of hatching this plot. So totally up to speed, all the three of us. So you can connect with anyone who you're more comfortable with. If you are planning to join Toastmasters, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to join a club which is getting chartered. So you can be a charter member. Being a charter member is a big deal. You don't get that chance often. You can be a Toastmaster club member anytime that you want, but being a charter member of a club is something that you don't get that opportunity always, right? Because we have 16,000 clubs and 300,000 members. So you can do the maths. So your chances of being a charter member is 1/3 of your chance of being a regular member. So if you're planning, if you know someone who's planning to join, if someone who wants to take a transfer, wants to come back to Toastmaster, is the right moment. We already have 20 members. So it's not that we are going to, kind of wait for long. So probably over this weekend, max by Monday or Tuesday, we are going to submit the club charter form. So anyone who's interested, anyone who knows someone who's interested, this is the right time so that we can start with a full strength. So that is something that I wanted to announce. And apart from that, the elections are done. The installation ceremonies are going to happen in the next couple of weeks. And we are trying to do the installation ceremonies of now 3 clubs together. Initially, we were planning to do it for 2 clubs together. So that week of 15th, 16th, that's the week where you can see a lot of installation ceremonies of all the officers happening. So thank you. Back to you, Nancy.
Well, like I said, more is yet to come, and you have already heard more. But again, embrace yourself. We will be slowly venturing into this uncharted territory, and we'll charter this new club. With this, I adjourn today's meeting. Looking forward to see you on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. during our Tuesday's meeting. Bye. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you.
We have a special speech, right, on Tuesday with